Hi guys, how are you going? And welcome to Crazy Cracker Plans. You're here for another video and it is our savings challenge binder. So if you're interested to see what we're going to be stuffing, definitely stay tuned for fun and games. Alrighty, now if you saw my last couple of videos, you know I had to raid things. I raided this one too, and it killed me to do so because this is my favourite envelope out of all of them because it's my savings challenges. I didn't touch everything, but I touched most things, which depressed me thoroughly. But I am here today to replace it. I told myself that if I had to raid this one that I was going to replace it because these things don't have an exact destination, but these are all going towards our future, and I don't want to compromise on that if I can help it. So we'll be building back from where it was at and carrying on. So this first one is Heads and Tails Challenge, and it had in it $35. 35. So that is a 20, a 10, and a 5. 35. And then of course we are allowing $10 for this. So this is a coin flip. So we need a coin. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Heads and tails. Tails. Ooh, $10 today. So that whole $10 is going in to the Dino Challenge. There we go. And we are colouring off a tail. Well, that works out because we had 2 heads last. So there we go. So we have 20, 30, 35, 40, $45 in the Dino Heads and Tails Challenge. Oh, here we go. Alrighty. Weather. The Weather Challenge had $20 in it, and I'm adding $10 into it because the weather was only like 8 degrees all day when I checked it. So $10 note for that, and colouring in another cloud. Oh yeah, because that was 10, 20, and that's another 10. So that's 30. Should just make them $10. No, summer will come around again and it will get hot. Alright, so that is $30 in the Weather Challenge. Seasonal. Now, for seasonal, I've been moving on to the next one, but we're already halfway through winter, so I'm deciding if I should start with winter or if I should go to the next month and just start next season and just start doing spring instead of winter. Then that way I might actually get to complete it. I don't know. Anyway, but autumn is done. I did rate it for other things, so I am replacing it so that I can put it where I want it to go. So seasonal, just checking. Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. It had $50 in autumn. So we're putting that over here in the cash tray, ready to disperse. And we're putting $10 into seasonal. I don't have one to colour in yet, But we're putting $10 in there, ready for whether it goes to winter and I just do a little bit of winter, or whether it goes to spring and I try and get the whole thing done. One or the other. All right, so then we've got savings, which had 25. It had $25 in it already, and we're adding another 5, I think. Yes, yep. So finding another 5. That's 5. There we go. Because this is just the general savings that also works a bit like an emergency fund, so I want to build that up as well. All right. So that is 20, 25, 30. $30 in the $1,500 savings challenge. It's hard to imagine it getting to that much, but I truly hope I can get it there. All right, roll the dice. Okay, so this had 40 in it. So we're putting that back in there. And then of course we have $10 to work with to find out what it is today. Remembering that 1 to 3 is $5 and 4 to 6 is $10. 1. Alrighty. I haven't rolled a 2 or a 5 yet, and I want to because it bugs me that line is not finished. Alright, so that means $5 is going in and $5 is available for something else. So I'll just chuck that up there out the way. And that makes it $20, $40, $45 in roll the dice. I'm so proud of myself being able to replace what I took. I worked it so that I could do it, and I didn't think I'd be able to, but I did. Now, envelope challenge we are doing, but from here on out, I'm not putting in what these actually are. I'm just going to be doing 5s or 10s for it. And I did take a $10 note from the envelope challenge. And so I am replacing that $10 note of the one that I took because I did not want to have to take it. And I wanted to build it up. And then we are moving on to number 9, which I'll just colour off the next one. And it is going to be, what is it going to be? A $5 note. So we're putting in $5 into envelope 9. So I am going to end up needing more envelopes then, because I'm only up to 9, but I'm colouring in 11. So there's a couple of envelopes extra that I'll do, or something. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. So that has been replaced and is now how it should be, which is awesome. Putting that in there. All right, monthly challenge. Now it had, I haven't got one printed off yet still, but the monthly challenge, actually I won't even print one off because this is the end of July. So the monthly challenge had 15 in it, and I'm adding 10 to it, and that will be going into this straight away. And we'll be moving on to the month of August, which is my birthday month. So that is definitely when I'll be doing the giveaway because August is my birthday. All right. So put this in July. There we go. Didn't have any leftover rollover to be able to do any scratch offs. Really want to do that, but anyway. All right, so this is now, I'll print off a August one and we will go from August. $1 and $2 done. $5 we may come back to, we'll see. All right, bingo is this one. And it had, bingo had 25 already in it. And we are adding in $10 into bingo. Okay. So to do that, I'm colouring in the 8 and the 2. There we go. So that now has 20, 30, 35. $35 in the bingo challenge. Alrighty, luck draw. Now luck draw had $20 in there. So we'll put that back in there. And of course we have our $10 to work with to find out what we get. And that's these jumbo cards. All right. I'm going to go right in the middle. And we got 9. Oh, the full 10 is going in. That's the first time that's happened. Okay. So, where are we? What are we? Flowery thing. And number 9. 3-leaf clover. That was the wrong color, but it doesn't matter. Okay, and that means that's $10 going in. So that is $20, $25, $30 in luck of the draw. It's exciting to get one on the other side. It's always been the other way. All right, blackjack. Love this. So we have $10 to work with. Oh, and blackjack had in it $30 already. We have $10 to work with. And we are rolling to get as close to 21 as possible. And then figure out who we're going against. 1, 6, 10, 14, 15, 19. Okay, holding there. And we're going against 1, 2, 3. Save with Alice got 19 as well. Oh no. What do I do if there's a draw? When you roll, you get a 2. That means in this instance you win at the top of the challenge. You select how much you allocate to win most. What happens if you... What happens if you're a draw? What happens if you're a draw? I feel like I always have to look something up when it comes to this game. Who wins if you draw in black jack? Go. If you and the dealer both have blackjack or the same card total, it is considered a draw or standoff. You neither win or lose. Okay then. So it could either mean that I now have this to put somewhere else, or I just play again. I'll just play again. 4, 5, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. I'm holding on 16. Budgeting April. Got 11. Oh, so I win. Okay. Alrighty. We have a solution. I've only lost once in this game. It's all win, win, win. Alright, so that means I only put $5 in there because I won. And that gives us another $5 to work with. So I'll put these back in here now. Stay. Alright, so 20, 30, $35 in blackjack. Because I keep winning, it's actually taking a long, like it's adding up slower. But that's okay. Save our pulley we're not doing today, but we will roll. We were on 6 here at save 6. 1, 2, 3. Save 15. Do I mark it on here or do I just, yeah. Okay, so I need to save $15 next time in Save-Opoly. And there is $6 in there at the moment. And $10, $20, we're just waiting on if I get any leftovers for anything. And Pac Maze and Yahtzee I'm not doing at the moment. Alright, so I told myself if I got extras, I was going to put a $5 in giveaway because I accidentally coloured in 2 and it'll bug me otherwise. So I got $5 to work with, so I'm doing it. I said I would, and I am. So we're adding in $5 in there so it matches. So there is now $10 in giveaway. Ready for the next giveaway. I have to figure out what that will be and when that will be. Alright. Told myself I'd do that. So I have $5 left. So because it's not $10, I can't do any of the like plain ones. So I could either put it into like savings or I could put it into, which I'm going to, the $5 challenge. Oh, which I forgot to clean off the $5 challenge. I cleaned off everything else, but I forgot this one. I'll get my stuff in a minute and cleaned off. So that means there is now $5, $10, $15 in the $5 challenge. I might just do this for the end of this challenge, and then when I finish it again, I'll fully wipe it off and start then. Maybe I'll do that. I've only got 2 to go, and that'll be another completed challenge. I love this one because it's nice and quick to complete, which is awesome. All right, that is that done from the savings challenge. So now we have the autumn challenge to put around. And I could put it into the January to December thingy, but I'm going to be putting it in here instead. Because I do the monthly one goes in there and any rollover. So my travel binder is this. So I'm going to be putting some more in the travel binder. At the moment there is $25 I think as a whole in here. So we are adding in I wonder if I should do this as like a rolling one. You know how they start with the most important and then work your way back? I don't know. But we're going to put $10 into travel. So now that is $15. $15 into yeah, there we go. $15 into travel. Accommodation. I'm going to put $10 in there as well. So there's 5, 10, 15, 20. $20 into accommodation. Food, I'll put 5. So that is $10 in food. Alright, theme parks. Put 5 in there. How many have I got left? 4. Okay. Merchandise or anything we like up there. Paid rides. I need to do like Aussie Budget Queen. She set out this whole thing to figure out exactly how much she'd sort of, like she looked into it, figured out exactly what she'd sort of need for each particular section so that she knew what to put in there. And I think I should do that as well. Activities. I meant to do them all the same color so that I didn't have to change textures for this. But anyway, that's fine. So we'll put a 5 in there. And then spending, gifts, returning home clothes and luggage. We might put it in emergency. The last $5 note. There we go. $5 into emergency. Or I smeared that. I put that in way too quick. Oh well. Oh, and it went on here. I forget I have to be careful with these ones because they're not the covered in ones. These ones are clear. I've smudged it in a few places. Oh well. Can't do anything about it now. And that is the autumn challenge has been stuffed into the travel binder. So that has been put away safe, ready to raise money. I can wash this and put it away for next year's autumn. And we are ready to go. That is it. The only thing left in this tray is back to the bank, which I will put in the bank bag. Remind myself it has to go back to the bank. There we go. But we are done and done. That is it. Fully stuffed, ready for the fortnight ahead, and generally back to some existence of feeling good about it. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the challenges. Go check out Just Roll It in Glitter and all the other ones that I get stuff from. And we will see you in the next video, guys. Probably a planning one, but not sure on that. So just stay tuned for whatever it may be. And we'll see you in the next video. While you're waiting, remember to keep on planning and saving, guys.